Last lesson, guys. Most people finish a course and try to change everything Monday morning. New tracker, new stand-up rhythm, new upstream deadlines, new review cadence, all at once. That's exactly how improvement initiatives die. Your team pushes back, not because the ideas are wrong, because too much change at once feels like chaos on top of an already chaotic process. This lesson shows you how to deploy the closed operating model we've seen so that it sticks, 1 month at a time. So here's what you've built. 1 workbook, 5 sheets, Lean Six Sigma methodology applied end-to-end to one problem, your month-end close. 14 named tools, data-driven diagnostic on the diagnose sheet, SciPoc, value classification, CPM on the track sheet, resource constraint scheduling in the center, downtime waste, fishbone root causes, and PDCA improvement on the right, all inside one Excel file. On the left side, we have the close operations, the task, the SciPoc, value classification, dependencies. In the center, we have the schedule, CPM, Gantt, resource load. The right side is improvement, waste analysis, root causes, KPIs, improvement plan. Data flows left to right. Define the work, schedule it, find the waste, fix the causes, track the improvement. You've been doing the practice prompts. Your workbook, hopefully, is now already customized. Your company profile is in diagnose, your task list, SciPoc, VA classifications, dependencies, team capacity, all are in the track sheet with your data. After your first close with the tracker, you will have actuals, waste observations, root causes, and KPIs. This 127 task library is your standard work. In Lean, standard work is the documented, repeatable sequence that becomes the baseline for everything else. You cannot improve a process you haven't standardized. Before this course, your close was in someone's head, maybe yours, or a tracker sheet. Now it's in a file that anyone on your team can open, follow, and improve. So don't change anything about how you run the close. Just run the tracker alongside your existing process, filling actuals for every task, status in column AW, completion slot in AX, actual duration in AY. The deviation will calculate automatically. Set up 3 Outlook calendar blocks. These are for you, not for your team. On D-5, 15-minute pre-close readiness check. Walk the readiness checklist, the task 43, and confirm upstream data requests are sent. D1 through D5, 15-minute daily stand-up with yourself or your core team. Open the tracker, update statuses, check what's blocked. Then 2 business days after the close, 30-minute post-close review. Sort by deviation, not the worst overruns, capture 1 root cause. And that's it for month 1. No process changes, no new meetings with other departments, no upstream SLAs or race metrics. You are building the data you need to justify everything that comes later. Month 2, you have now 1 close worst of data. Sort by deviation. Run your first root cause analysis on the worst overrun. 5 whys narrative. Fishbone category. Identify your worst upstream dependency. Check your KPIs. Fill in M-1 values so the trend starts building. And this is where the next sheet comes in. It auto-reads from your track data and shows where waste concentrates by close phase. Pre-close alone, task 1 through 43, accounts for 339 of the 492 total waste hours, mostly transport from upstream and DOFs. Subledger close has 75, mostly defects and waiting. The phase with the most weight should be your highest impact improvement area. Now you are in month 3, you already have a candidate. In lesson 9, you logged an improvement action with a dollar value. If your month 2 analysis confirms it's still the highest impact fix, implement it. If the data surfaces something bigger, replace it. Either way, enter it in the improvement plan, implement it during the close. Compare KPIs to month 1. Did cycle time drop? Did on-time completion improve? One change measured. I always like to do the vacation test. By the end of month 3, ask yourself, could your team run the close from this workbook without you in the room? If yes, you have built a strong system. If mostly except for the contrary review and 2 upstream calls, those exceptions are your month 4 targets. Think about what each month actually produces. Month 1 produces data. You fill in actuals, you can see which task overrun and by how much. Nobody needs to agree with you for that to happen. Month 2 produces evidence. You run the root cause analysis, you identify the worst upstream delay, you can point to specific task and hour. Still mostly solo. Month 3 is the first time you ask someone else to change something. And by then, you have a spreadsheet full of evidence behind the task. The contrary who sees this task overrun by 6 hours 3 months in a row, here's the root cause, here's the fix, it saves $5,000, is going to say yes. The contrary who hears, I took a course and I think we should change the PO data process, is going to say let's discuss next month. Data earns credibility. Credibility earns permission. That's the sequence. Okay guys, it's time to wrap up. I would like to thank all of you who followed this course. If it changed how you think about your close, if you look at your task differently now, or you can name the critical path, or you know where waste concentrates, I would love a shout out on LinkedIn. Tag myself, Go Fast Finance. I will send you a discount code for the next course, hopefully the deep dive. I think it's going to be very nice, but that's for later. Right now, your next step is month 1. Guys, that was the close operating model. 5 sheets, 127 tasks, 10 KPIs, and 1 methodology, Lean Six Sigma, that ties it all together. Your close doesn't have to be a fire drill. Run it like a system. And next month will be faster than this one. Alright, see you on the next one.